So guys, in ServiceNow, there is one object called current object, which is actually a very important object. Current object. Okay. This current object is used to get the form field values, set the form field values. Okay. So this current object is used to get the form field values and set the form field values. Getting my point? So current object is used to get the form field values and set the form field values. Okay. So we created an outage form, right? We created an outage form. Let me just go to the outage form that we created. So guys, is everybody able to hear me? Okay, then those who are not able to hear me, I would request you to rejoin, guys. Okay. So I am going to open the outage form. I'm going to the tables. Under system definition, we created a table called outage table. If you open this outage table, okay. So this is the outage table that we created. Let me just duplicate and click on show form here. Okay. So guys, in this form, we are able to make field mandatory. We are able to make field read only. We are able to make, we are able to set the default value as short description value. We are able to set the dependent value. Okay. We are able to set the dependent value. We are able to uh, set the attributes. Okay. We are able to set the attributes. And we are able to use the choices specification, and we are able to hide the choice, hide the none option. We are able to inherit the choices from another table field choices. Okay, now in today's session, guys, it is actually a number field value. This number field value. Okay, so this is caller field value. Category field value is software. Subcategory field value is Unix. Configuration item. So configuration item field value is ServiceNow Enterprise Services. Short description field value is test 5678. Description test 3456. Okay. Short description field value. Description field value. Channel field value. State field value. Impact field value. Urgency field value. Priority field value. Assignment group field value. Okay, assign to field value. Okay. Okay. So these are actually fields. These are field values, guys. Okay. So if I want this number field value, if I want this number field value, this value I want. Okay. Then what I will do? I have to use current dot get value. Get value. Please remember you have to use the field name. What is the field name? U underscore number is the field name. So do you remember when we created a table? Table label, table name. Field label, field name. View label, view name. Choice label, choice value. So we as a developer should use the table name and field names. So here current dot get value, U underscore number. Okay. So what exactly this does? This will give you its number value. Okay. U underscore color, U underscore category, subcategory, short description, description, channel. So guys, remember caller is a reference field. Caller is a reference field. If you take the reference field value, it will give caller system ID. That means able tutor system ID it will give you. Getting my point? If you take the reference field value, it will give you the system ID. So if you use current dot get display value, if you use current dot get display value U underscore caller, U underscore caller. So if you use get display value, you will get able tutor name. If you use get value U underscore caller, you will get caller system ID. Okay. Category value. So if you want to get the category field value, you will use current dot get value U underscore category. So what you will do, you will get the choice label guys here. You will get the choice label here. If you want to get the display value, what you have to do is you have to use current dot get display value. Current dot get display value. Current dot get display value will actually get the choice value, guys. Okay. So subcategory is a choice field, right? When you use current dot get value subcategory, so it will give you choice value. Choice value. This is value. It will give the choice value. Okay. Okay. If you want to get the choice label, then you have to use current dot get display value. Okay. The short description value. If you want to get the short description value, you can use current.get value, short description, you will get this value. If you want to get description value, you can use current.description, you will get this value. If you want to get the channel field value, channel is a choice type, right? You will get a choice value. If you want to get the label, you will use current.display value channel. Current.get display value channel. So it will give you choice label, guys. Likewise, you can get the field values using current object. So likewise, you can get the field values using current object, guys. Okay. So we are able to take. Getting means taking. Setting means giving. From the form, you are taking it. Getting means get values means you are taking it. Set values means giving it, giving the values to the form. Okay. So this is actually about uh, getting the values, taking the values from the form. Taking values from the form. Okay. This is actually giving values to the form. Okay. Current dot, guys, here you are using set value. Set value. So on which field you want to give the value? Short description field. U underscore short underscore description. In the short description, is a field. In this short description field, I am giving laptop is not working. Laptop is not working. So here in the short description field name, I am giving laptop is not equal, no, laptop is not working value. Okay. I am giving this laptop is not working value to short description field. So I am giving value to description field. Okay. I'm giving value to description field. Laptop is not working. Okay. I'm giving value to caller field. Caller is a reference field, right? You have to take any user system ID. You have to provide any user system ID. So go to the users list. Go to the users list. I'm taking Rajeshwari system ID here. So I want in the caller field, I want to set the Rajeshwari value. I have to pass Rajeshwari system ID here. As caller is a reference field. Okay. So in place of system ID, if I want to set the Rajeshwari display name, you have to use current dot set display name. Current dot set display value. You can directly pass Rajeshwari name here. Okay. Getting my point? You can directly pass Rajeshwari name here if you use current dot set display value. So I want to set the category field value. So here, guys, you have to pass choice value. You have to pass choice value here. This is choice value. So if you want to set the label, you can use current dot set display value and choice label you have to use. Okay. So now we will now discuss about state field value. Okay. Guys, remember state field choice label is new, value is 1. In progress is label, value is 2. So I want to set a in progress value here. Okay, then what I will do? I will use current dot set value state 2 I am passing here. 2 I am passing here. Okay, instead of uh, price value, if you want to pass the display name, current dot set display value. In progress. Okay. So likewise, guys, you can take the values from the form. You can give the values to the form. Taking is nothing but get value. Giving is nothing but set value. Okay. You understand, right? So guys, this current object is very important. We'll be using this current object throughout ServiceNow. Okay. Now it's time to discuss about calculated value, guys. Calculated value. Guys, to understand about this calculated value, we need to understand about current object. That is why I explained current object before. To understand about this calculated value, you must understand about current object. Okay. I am going to give you one example here. Okay. Guys, you can keep one value as a display name at a time. You can keep one value as a display name. Number value is the display name by default. So we made short description as a display name. We made short description value as a display name. You can see whatever the value is there in the short description, that value we made it as display name. So as per my client, number, configuration item, short description, these three values should come as a display name. These three values, number, configuration item, short description value should come as a display name. For that, I am going to create a new field on the table, guys. Right click, configure, go to form layout. I am going to create a new field here. Display name. So this is of length. I am giving 1000 here. I have created a field called display name. You go to the display name. So you can directly go to the field, something like this, guys. So if you want to directly go to a particular field, right click on the field and click on configure dictionary. So just click on advanced view here. Click on advanced view. So there is a tab called calculated value. There you check the calculated checkbox. If you check the calculated checkbox, there you have current object here. There you have current object here. So what you can do is you can take the number value. Okay, current dot get value number current dot get a display value configuration item current dot get value short description. Okay, I'm storing this value in a JavaScript variable where ci is equal to. So I'm storing this value in a JavaScript variable where sd is equal to. Okay, where where display value is equal to. I'm combining these three guys. I'm combining these three number plus. I'm adding some ci plus short description. Okay. So here in the return, you have to pass the display value. In the return, you have to pass the display value. Okay. Now you go to the form. Now you go to the form and save this one. So you will be able to see number value, configuration item, and short description. All these three values as a display value. Okay. And what you can do is you can just scroll up and you can check the display checkbox here. Okay. You can check the display checkbox here. Now you can see it has changed the display value here. It has changed the display value or not. Number, configuration item, short description values. Getting my point? It is showing the display name as number, configuration item, and short description. So what I have done, I created a field called display name. I opened the field, and in the field, I clicked on advanced view, and in the calculated value, I have checked checkbox where I have got the number value using current.get value. I have got the configuration item value using current.get display value. I have got the short description value using current.get value u underscore short description. Okay. I have combined these three values, number value, CI value, short description value separated by these lines. So the display value I am passing here in the return line. The display value I am passing in the return line. Okay. Getting my point. So then what is it doing? It is actually calculating the values. After calculating it, what we have done, we made that as a display value. Okay. We made that as a display value, guys. Okay. So that is how you will actually calculate the field values, guys. You can calculate any field value. You can calculate any field value, guys. Remember. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about reference qualifiers. Okay. Okay. Reference qualifiers are used to restrict the data in the reference and the list type of fields. Okay, reference qualifiers are used to restrict the data in the reference and list type of fields. Guys, you tell me in the form what are reference type of fields, what are list type of fields. In the form, what are reference type of fields, what are list type of fields. Hmm? Okay, okay. So guys, caller is a reference field here. Caller is a reference field here. Okay. State is not list, guys. State is choice type of field. Remember, state is choice type of field. Caller is a reference field. Configuration item is a reference field. Assignment group is a reference field. Assign to is a reference field. If you scroll down, watch list is a list type of field. Work notes list is a list type of field, guys. Okay. So these two are actually list type of fields. These four are actually reference type of fields. So here we are referencing users here. We are referencing users here, guys. Remember. So we are referencing configuration items here. We are referencing configuration items here. We are referencing assignment groups here. And that means groups we are referencing here. We are again referencing users here, guys. Okay. Okay. So here, when I click on this magnifying glass, how many users I'm able to see? Hmm? 713 users I'm able to see, right? When I click on this magnifying glass, how many configuration items I'm able to see? Hmm? 2784. So when I click on this magnifying glass, how many groups I'm able to see? 69 groups I'm able to see. So when I click on this magnifying glass, how many users I'm able to see? 713. Guys, I don't want to see 713 users here when I click on the magnifying glass. I want to see only the callers who belongs to HR department. Okay, that means in the caller field, I want to restrict the data to only HR department members. Okay, then what I will do, I will open the caller field. We'll open the color field. So in the color field, there is a reference specification tab here. In the reference specification tab, you can mention here department is HR. Department is HR. Okay. Save this one. So if you go to the form and refresh this one, if you click on magnifying glass, so how many users you are able to see? 23 users you are able to see. Okay. These 23 users, so these 23 users belongs to HR department. So guys, normally you don't see this uh, HR department field here. If you want to see the department field here, you can click on any of the column options, go to configure, go to list layout. You have to add a department from left side to right side. So I'm actually adding create a time to right side. Now you will be able to see created field as well. Okay, now you are able to see created field as well here. Okay. So you understand my point, right? Earlier we were able to see 713 users we were able to see when I click on the magnifying glass. Now I restricted it to only HR department. Now I restricted it to HR department users. Okay. Department is HR. Now I restricted it to only HR department users. Getting my point? Okay. I want to restrict it to only sales department users. Then I have to change it to sales here. So if I go and refresh this one, so you are able to see 174 users. You are able to see. You are able to see only sales department users. So in the configuration item, when I click on this magnifying glass, I'm able to see 2,784 configuration items I'm able to see. Okay. I don't want to see all configuration items. I want to see the configuration item which is manufactured by Lenovo company. Okay. So I go to the configuration item field here. I go to the configuration item field here. So in the configuration item, I'm restricting it to manufacturer is Lenovo. Only Lenovo manufacturer, I'm actually restricting the configuration item to only the configuration items which are manufactured by Lenovo. Let me refresh this one. So now when I click on this magnifying glass, you are able to see only 66 configuration items. There are only 66 configuration items whose manufacturer is Lenovo. Earlier we were able to see 2,784, right? Okay. 2,784. Now we are able to restrict it to 66 configuration items. Okay. So likewise, guys, we can restrict the data in the configuration items. Okay. So here, this is a list type of field. When I click on the magnifying glass, I'm able to see 713 users. I want to restrict it to only active users. Okay. Active users. Then what I will do, I'll open the watch list field. And in the watch list field, you have to go to the reference specification tab. Hmm? State active true. Active true. Okay. So I'm going to refresh this one. So when I click on this magnifying glass, I'm able to see only 702 users. Okay. 702 users. Getting my point. So I'm able to restrict the data to only active members. Okay. Okay. Fine. Guys, reference qualifiers are used to restrict the data in the reference and list type of fields. That is what I mentioned here. There are three types of reference qualifiers. Simple reference qualifier, dynamic reference qualifier, and advanced reference qualifiers. Okay, simple reference qualifier, dynamic reference qualifier, and advanced reference qualifier. So these are the three reference qualifiers that we have. If you go to the any field, go to the color field, scroll down, you can see use reference qualifier, simple, dynamic, and advanced. We have three types of reference qualifiers. Okay. So simple reference qualifier means fixed condition. Fixed condition. Dynamic reference qualifier is for dynamic condition. Dynamic conditions. Advanced reference qualifier is for dynamic condition. Okay. Advanced reference qualifier is for dynamic condition. Getting my point? Simple reference qualifier is for fixed condition. Dynamic reference qualifiers are for dynamic conditions. So advanced reference qualifiers are for dynamic conditions. So dynamic conditions means, guys, here the conditions will be changing dynamically. Fixed condition means department is sales department. Only sales department users only you will be able to see. Condition is always same. Okay. So department equal to sales. Condition is always same. Dynamic condition means sometimes guys, dynamic condition means sometimes it will be HR here. Sometimes it will be sales here. Sometimes it will be development here. Okay. Sometimes it will be sometimes it will be sales here. Sometimes it will be HR here. Sometimes it will be development here. Sometimes it will be customer support. So the condition will be changing, guys, always. Dynamic condition means the value will be continuously changing. The value here, the value will be as it is always. Fixed condition means the value will be as it is always. Dynamic means the value will be changing always. Getting my point? Hmm? Okay. So here when I click on the magnifying glass, I will be always be able to see sales only because this is a fixed condition. Getting my point? So when I click on this configuration item, I'll be always be able to see Lenovo manufacturer. Lenovo manufacturer. This is a fixed condition. Okay. So we have dynamic conditions as well. In the dynamic conditions, the values will be keep on changing. This dynamic reference qualifier and advanced reference qualifiers, we will be discussing in details in further sessions when once we completed the scripting part. Okay. You understand, right? So once we completed the scripting part, we will be understanding dynamic reference qualifier and advanced reference qualifier in detail. Hope you are able to understand, guys. I am unmuting everyone.
Hello, sir.
So Hanmant, let me give you Hanmant for the first question. In the set display value, if I know only first name instead of full name, it won't accept. Okay, system will not accept only first name. You have to enter the full name. Okay.
Okay.
So how to look the technical names on the form along with the field labels? Okay, very good. So here, guys, in the browser, you have to install, you have to uh, type SN utils for Chrome here. Okay. So you can just open this link, SN utils tools for ServiceNow. You can open this link. You have to click on add extension here. So I have already added the extension. You have to add the extension here. So once you add the extension here, just go to the form and double click anywhere. Double click. If you double click it, it will show the technical names. If you double click it, it will actually hide the technical names.
Okay. So this works only with the Chrome browser.
It works for Google, this one as well, Microsoft Edge also.
I'm using Firefox. Will it work for Firefox?
Yeah, it will also work for Firefox as well.
Okay. So the same extension will be available for the Firefox.
Yes.
Okay. SN utils.
Yeah. SN utils for Chrome. You just type that.
Sure.
And
I'll type for the Firefox and I'll do that. Yeah.
for the script current, get for current, set where we will write the scripts. I want to set and get the values. So we will use this current object in the calculated value. You might have seen already. Okay.
Yeah. So the question is like on the particular fields, if we wanted to set or get this, we can use. But as a whole for the form, if we wanted to set, how we'll be doing it? Is it?
That you will. There are many places, script editors
Okay.
where we will have to write. Okay. That you
Okay.
will
Yeah.
come to know slowly. So if you don't want the display name, display value to be shown on the form, how to hide it?
Yeah, so you have created a display name that is available on the form right now. So
Okay.
I don't wanted that to be shown on the form, but I wanted it as a header. I mean, like the one that you created.
You can just remove it from the form. You can just move it to left side so that it will
Okay.
not appear on the form. It will be there on the table, but it
Yeah,
won't appear on the form.
exactly. Yeah.
And based on the input on one field, can I change the order field mandatory option to random option? Yes. Yes, definitely. You can use UI policies concept to make the fields mandatory or read only dynamically. You can use UI policies concept. That will be our next topic. Not
Okay.
next topic. There will be another session for UI policies topic.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Rest of the guys, you can ask your questions.
Yeah, Uday, I have one question.
Yes.
If we give the project code, then it will display the manager name, like in the service now.
Mm,
Sometimes we see that. So
yes.
how
Yes.
can we do that?
So that happens using on change client script where you have to use the glide ajax concept. That will be coming in coming sessions.
Okay.
Yeah. So hope you are able to understand the concept, guys. Guys, this week onwards, we'll have the sessions on Saturdays as well. Okay.
So how long that's going to be on Saturdays?
Saturday it will be 1 hour mostly.
No. I mean to say, how many Saturdays are we going to have this?
So every Saturday.
Okay.
Any problem?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay, sir,
work on
but
Saturday. So, I mean,
Okay.
any